What's up, guys? Water Cool Full. Today we're going to be taking apart the MSI Ventus 3 470 Ti Super. I know it's been a while. I am totally under the weather. So I'm coughing and everything like that. I do apologize. But so pretty much you get adapter for your GPU sagging fix right over. Or whatever, excuse me, power. So this isn't really important. This is right here. Got a new setup, kind of. I'm using my phone just because I don't have a video camera anymore to make these kinds of videos that I like to do. So hopefully this will suffice. But yeah, pretty much we're just gonna leave everything on here, and you could tell if you look, the PCB literally is half of the card right here. And we are going to be installing this Grandson water block. Now I have a theory that it should fit, and if it does, what I'm going to do is actually try to paint this with my Galaxy Blue, which turns from purple to blue. And then this is going to be the plate right here. Now, one thing I want to point out about this Grandson water block, it makes it a single slot card. One slot, not this triple slot crap that has an adapter. It's already built into it and everything, and it turns it into a single slot card. Now, I'm not even sure if it has any pictures or whatever. I might actually have to go onto the website where it shows everything, because it is a Chinese-based company and all that fun stuff. So you get everything here. You get your screws, your thermal pads, all this stuff right here, and then you get a little thermal paste. But we're going to change that out. We're going to probably use some MX6 that I got and I actually haven't even used yet. So we're going to try to do this as a one take kind of deal. Obviously we're going to take all these screws off right here, and then from there we'll figure out what else we need to take apart. So yeah, and also I wanted to point out what else I got. If I can find it, I just had it, but here it is. So this guy right here, slide it over. This guy was $40 on Amazon with like a discount or whatever, and everything is held magnetically in here. And this guy has your these are your spudger tools. This is your sucker. You have other tools here if you need to get in and everything like that, and it has pretty much every bit under the sun that you will need. And it's quite handy, so you just lay it out like that. You have your guitar picks, everything. So if you guys are interested, I'll probably put a link in the description below. And I'm not getting any kind of sponsorship through this brand. I just thought it was really awesome that it is magnetic and just one easy go, so I don't have to lose everything. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then you also have this guy here. I believe this increases like how strong the magnetism is on it or whatnot. So it looks like it's a Phillips. Probably. Let's flip this around so I can actually read it. So, alright. Phillips, that's your Torx. You have your Y, which is nice, like your what is it, your Nintendo Switches and everything. They, of course, are notorious for having that Y for whatever reason. So we're just gonna start taking this apart. Hopefully this is easier than the other one that I have of the 3070 Ti, because that guy right there was a pain in the butt. A whole bunch of screws. It seemed pretty unnecessary in how it was layered, I guess you want to call it, but hopefully this is a little easier or whatnot. So we're just gonna take this apart And then I'm going to have to do a water block comparison on here on the PCB. Check the PCB to make sure it fits, and if it does, I'm going to proceed with the install, but it's going to be a totally different video. So, and then also you can use KPX, which is Kingpin. Pretty good cooling. So it's this guy right here. It's kind of stuck. There we go. And what I like to do with the stock coolers is take all the screws out, and then once the cooler has been removed from the card itself, try to screw it back in, just so you can keep the screws and everything like that together. So more or less all of them are the same, except for this guy right here. This guy right here is going to be a little bit longer, it looks like. And it has a void warranty on here, which manufacturers try to scare people to not fix their own cards, which is totally anti-consumer. But as you guys know, here in the US we have a right to repair, so that little sticker right there is complete bull doo-doo. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. A little different setup for sure than what I'm used to. So, and then I also have 90%, 99% alcohol. Come on, buddy. Let's get out of your home. There we go. And then we're going to have this guy right here. And that should be the back plate ready to come off. So now we can actually see how big this PCB is. And if you look at it, look how small that is. That is ridiculously small. And this is just cheap plastic right here, see? Versus the kit that I have here, solid metal and aluminum. So, okay, let's see what else we have to do to get this card taken apart. Because I do know we're going to have to take, you have fan connectors here, which we're going to have to remove, fan and probably RGB. So, might as well go ahead and yank those out real quick. And then this guy also comes with handy dandy tweezers, or electronic tweezers, so we can kind of finagle those wires out. So here are the blue wires and stuff. This right here, that looks like, that might be RGB, and this might be the fan, or fan connector, I should say. So we're going to go ahead and take that and wiggle it like so. There we go. That's it. That's pretty much all we have to do there. And now I'm seeing what else is holding this card essentially onto the cooler itself. So we're going to go ahead and place that there. We're going to take our cap, we're going to cover it over our deal here. Of course I knocked it off. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and see what's going on here. Let's see if the smaller bit will fit. Okay, so these guys, you kind of want to be careful. Lightly going in a crisscross pattern, like so. And this guy can just go away. Now you could heat it up if you want, but I'm just gonna take this off like so, right through the sticker. Okay, perfect. Do this again. Okay, that popped off. This popped off. I think we got 2 more screws to loosen up a little bit. So then this should be the last one, hopefully. So there it goes. They're still using the same spring-loaded system for the most part, it looks like. It's kind of already built into it. So that's what it looks like. And then of course it has the, it looks like a spacer right here for whatever reason. Now the fun part is trying to figure out how to take the cooler off and everything. So let's see if we can do that yet. So it looks like 1, 2, we gotta undo these guys right here, it looks like for sure. So 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna go ahead and take those off. And with this Granzin water block, it'll basically take all, replace it to just one single PCI slot. So and we might have to take one more screw off, which would be attached to the PCB, I think, with the L bracket on. Let's see, on this side. So you have a L bracket right here, and that's a screw that you're gonna also have to remove. But I'm seeing if that's all I have to remove to remove the big part of this block or whatnot. So I have almost everything gone. So we're gonna go ahead and take this guy. We're gonna unscrew him too. So that, as you can tell, see that little screw, it undoes. That makes it a little bit, there we go. So now we're gonna have to see what else is holding this in. I don't think, because you want to make sure, of course, that you are not going to hurt the card in any way. So now it's just trying to get this off. So there's going to be another screw eventually right here that's underneath this whole metal bracket that we're going to have to do to take apart. Okay. Bam. Perfect. All right. So this looks like we are in business, because this looks exactly like the deal off of the graphics card that I bought this for. It doesn't have the, it's like a OC version, but these guys here and here look exactly the same. So we are good. So we can kind of peel this off. Then I'll just buy new thermal pads for this, because this is not important whatsoever. Get rid of that crap. And now, once that's, so that is all removed, put this here, and now we will get our alcohol as always with our Q-tips right here, and then we'll get rid of all that yucky stuff that's on the chips right here. Get that stuff off. Circular motion. Of course, and then we got these two guys that can come off as well. Take that pad, throw that over there, and then we're going to expose the sexiness of the 4070 Ti. Super 16 gigs of RAM. So, I'm going to do that. And then kind of lightly go over this. You don't want to do it too hard or you might knock one of these guys off. But I'm just trying to get rid of this crud. Whoops. It's just alcohol dry. It was low. So do that. And I'll get rid of this stuff right here. And I'm also standing up, so it kind of didn't help with that splash. So I'm going to find a clean sock and clean this up. So that's why we call it a one take. Mistakes are going to happen. So, and that's some of that paste I don't want to get on the card. And then this is what the back is going to look like. So, basically with the GPU, we can take off this screw here, which will be the bracket that will be holding this into place. Because the graphics card, again, the water block that I have turns it into a complete single card, which is awesome. And I wish the manufacturers would do that again. So we're going to put that over there. And then in theory, I should be able to, might have to take all these off, these covers. And there we go. So this is definitely a small boy. For sure. I think I got a little bit more isopropyl alcohol I gotta clean off. There we go. And then it looks like another two or another one of these guys right here, MOSFETs or something. It's supposed to go there, but now I'm going to test fit. Let me get all these thermal pad crap. Here, there's probably 1 mil or 2 mil thick. It's like putty, essentially. That's what it felt like anyway. Now, so this is going to be the water block itself. And as you can tell, so this right here is going to be the bracket right there, already built into it. So we are going to see if it will fit. So we're going to take this, and I am kind of nervous because I hope this fits. It looks like I still have more stuff, so I'll go over again and do a once over on everything, but I just want to make sure that everything will work for sure on this, because it looked like it would with the with the PCB and everything. So, and I think we have a match. So if you guys want to water cool your 4070 Ti, it looks like this is definitely gonna work for sure. Just have to probably line up these holes a lot better, of course, but something like that, there we go. And then I'm sure the metal, these guys right here, you might have to bend those out or whatnot to get a perfect match, it looks like. So I'm trying to slowly go in. So basically you're gonna have to go in and then line everything up like so. So as you can tell here, all the holes are lining up where they need to be. So that is what the card is going to look like when it is water cooled. So thank you for watching, and because it is the exact same block, I will be painting this as well. Thank you and have a great day now. Bye.